The Montana A-frame series of videos is just about ready to come to an end. We had 4 summers. Our goal was to have the cabin done at the end of summer 4, and we're about 99% done with the cabin. We've got a couple small projects left. One of them is to turn this ugly whiskey barrel here into a nice looking bathroom vanity for the cabin, and a couple other small projects. So we'll document this one. This will be my fall winter project for this year, and then maybe one more video to wrap up next summer in Montana. All right, here's a little update on my barrel vanity project. I'm working on half of the barrel, and then when I get that half done, I'll secure it, and then I'll work on the other half, because these staves, or whatever they're called, are not very stable. So I've got that locked down to work on that. The process I'm using, I started off with a power hand plane. Over the years, that's probably not the most common tool out there, that little power plane, and it's come in handy for a lot of jobs I've done over the years. But what I started with, I had some pretty severe variation in my barrel, so I started with that and I hand planed it, and then I went to a belt sander, and I started off with a 60 grit belt, and then I went to an 80 grit, a 120, and then I finished up with a 220 grit, or 240, excuse me, a 240 grit belt. And what I'm looking for on my belt sanding is, I don't care if I have a few imperfections that are from the barrel, but I don't want any flat spots, or I don't want any gouges caused by the sander. I want it to all look natural. So if there's any defects left, I want those to be from the life of the barrel, not from what I'm doing here. But that's coming out pretty decent, and I'll use a random orbital sander to finish that off, get rid of any of my scratches that are left going across the grain. But I was surprised that did not take nearly as long as I was anticipating to get that barrel down to where I'm happy with it. I bought some self-tapping black oxide, I think, square drive panhead screws that I'm going to use into my metal brackets to hold it. So once I get this sanded to where I like it, I'm going to put the other bracket, or the other metal sleeve, back on here and get that secured before I move forward. I just took a torch and I blued one of the bands here. I don't think I want my bands completely black, so I'm trying some things here. I kind of like that blue look. It takes a little bit of the shiny off, but it gives it kind of a natural rustic look. I think I'm happy with that. I've made some progress on the vanity. To cut the hole in the top, I used a circle template here and a router with a pattern cutting bit. And then I used a chamfering bit to put an edge on here. The faucet in the sink bowl worked out well. Proportions look good to me. Got a pretty nice fit with that bowl down into the bottom of the top of the barrel there. We'll get a top coat of finish on it. I've got my door swinging pretty well. Little top shelf there.